Hey guys, it's Diana. It is time for Mystery Project Monday. Let me see here. Yes, I can see comments coming in. I am seeing it right side up. So let me know if you're having any issues with viewing. I had some little bit of issues trying to get started today. Sorry, Facebook wasn't working, and then so I flipped over to YouTube, and then YouTube wouldn't see my camera. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's so stressful. You know, when you're not very tech savvy, it's kind of hard. But I really enjoy doing it. So hopefully if you guys enjoy this, give me a thumbs up or comment or say something nice, and so I can keep doing it. Or maybe I'll just record them instead of doing live, and we'll see if that works a little bit better. I don't know. Do you guys like it live? You'll have to let me know. Just looking for my jewels. So, just want to remind you that there is a new catalog coming out. Looks like this. I can only show you the cover. If you're interested in getting one when they come available in April, let me know. It's very exciting. Here is a sneak peek at the new in colors. I can show you that. And hopefully you have clue number 1, which is the instructions. What do you think? What is your favorite? What is your favorite? I know this Summer Splash and Petunia Pop have been the 2 top favorites in the stamping community anyway. So, interesting, huh? Kind of fun. And the new catalog goes into a lot with color theory, so it's a whole new look in the catalog. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially for customers. It's got sketches for you and how to use the color wheel. It's really neat. I'm so excited for you guys to get your hand on it. But for tonight, we are going to get down to stamping. So you can see what I'm using. So we've got our basic white. I'm using the thick cardstock. You don't have to use thick. You can use the regular. This is 11 inches by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So it's kind of standard. Basic white cardstock, and I've got one that's 5 1/4 by 4, 4 1/4 by 3, and 3 1/4 by 2. The original instruction was a little bit wrong, so if you still have this at 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, go run and grab your trimmer real quick and shave that down by 1/4 inch, okay? And then I've got a scrap, a little scrappy scrap. And I'll be interested to see what color you guys pick. So I picked Coastal Cabana for mine, my colored cardstock. So that's my 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, my 4 3/8 by 3 1/8, and my 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. And there's my map for the sentiment. My stamps I'm using tonight are going to be translucent florals. They are carrying over into the new catalog, in case you were wondering. So they're coming back. Ink, I'm using these 2 colors of ink. Oh, you know what? This actually isn't Coastal Cabana. I used Summer Splash, but when I was looking at the color wheel, so this is one of the things that they're really pushing in the new catalog is you creating your own color combinations. So what I did was I knew I had some Summer Splash cardstock, but I don't have the pad yet. So I looked in this analogous color scheme here, and I just picked Coastal Cabana as the ink because they were very similar. So, and then what I did was I looked under, let's see, the Triadic and this color over here, or You could pick any of these. So triadic means there's like 3 different colors. So I only used 2 this time, but this is kind of neat because it tells you, and this is there's kind of a version of this in the catalog. So it's kind of fun to use. So just so you know, so this cardstock is the new Summer Splash. The pad I'm using is Coastal Cabana, and I'm using Fresh Freesia, which is over here under the triadic. Isn't that neat? Pick one of these, and one of these. Odd, yes, but fun. And then these all go together, or you could do complementary. See these complementary colors? So anyway, fun, fun, fun. So that's one of the new things that they have coming out in the catalog. So anyway, so let's go ahead. Sorry I'm late today. I had a little bit of something going on. Hey, Margie. It is so good to see that you're watching. I appreciate you. Missed you down in Houston, but I'll send you some pictures of all of our fun stuff. Sorry, my stamp set is peeking out right there. So we're going to go ahead and get started stamping. I forgot that I used that Summer Splash instead of that. So, okay, so we've got everything done. Coloring tools. I don't need coloring tools because my stamps will be stamped in color. So I've got the different colors. So I don't have any coloring tools. So, but if you do, that's fine. Adhesive, I've got my Stamp and Seal here. And then embellishments, I just grab, so when I have my paper pumpkins and stuff, I put them all in a little Ziploc type thing. And then I have these extra little embellishments that I can use. And so we're just going to use these cute little embellishments from one of my pumpkins. Ooh, these would be pretty too. Maybe I'll use those instead. Yes, so if you don't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin yet, ooh, you should. You should, because you always get all of these little leftover things, and you have all of these extra little embellishments and stuff that are left over for you to use on other projects. And Paper Pumpkin is our monthly subscription that, you know, the craft store that comes to your door every month. Everything you need is in that, is in the box. You don't have any waste. You just have some fun stuff to play with in the future. Yeah, I wish you were there too. You would have enjoyed it. Oh, let's get rid of these. You snuck out on us, didn't you? Okay, put those in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started. I messed up and started with another clue number 1, so we'll just call it clue number 1 for tonight. And let me move these out of your way. So this was actually clue number 1. So hopefully you have that. We're going to set that aside and we're going to start with clue number 1 for tonight. So, okay, fold the card base. So that is this. We're going to fold our card base. And if you don't have your bone folder, you can use the edge of a scissors or something like that to crease that nice and flat, and apply largest colored cardstock to the front with adhesive. So our largest piece is this one. So let me use this. And Margie, are you crafting along or are you just watching tonight? Because I need to know what you're using if you're crafting along. And then this should leave just a little bit. It's kind of hard for me to see because I'm not directly over the top. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, because it only leaves like 1/8 of an inch around the edge. So tiny, tiny amount. So there we go. That's perfect. Apply that to the front. You're just watching. Okay, perfect. So there is our clue number 1 for tonight. Actually clue number 2, but we're going to call it clue number 1 for tonight because I messed up and forgot. Okay, let me go to clue number 2 for tonight. You're going to love this card. I wondered if anybody's tried it before tonight. Hold on. I folded it and it looks like it's hard to read. There we go. So I wondered if anybody tried to put this together from just the measurements and stuff, whether they knew what we were trying to do. But anyway, I haven't seen anything. I gave everybody the challenge to see if you guys could figure it out, but I didn't see that anybody sent me a picture, so we'll see how we put it together. Okay, so take the 3 cut pieces. So we're going to set this aside for a minute. Take the 3 cut pieces. Oh, I misspelled pieces. I double check this so much. I tell you, I really do double check it. I really miss them every time. Okay, take the 3 cut pieces of white cardstock and layer them together, centering each one. Use a small amount of adhesive just to keep them from moving. Okay, so we're going to center these. I'm going to put a teeny tiny bit of seal, and I'm going to just try to center this, even though I'm not directly over the top. Put a little tiny bit. This is just to hold them from moving as we stamp. They're kind of centered. It's close enough. This one might go over just a little bit more, maybe. Yes, no. What do you think? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we are centered up there. And using a stamp, place stamped images all around the out. Oh, there's another typo. 2 outside edges. Oh my goodness. Color images if needed. Okay, so we are going to you know, apparently I don't use spell check right or something, because my spell check doesn't work, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to use the fresh freesia to start with, and I'm going to use this flower. So we'll get that on here, and I'm just going to use that, and we're going to stamp her along the outside edges, it says. Okay, and you can see it kind of where those oh, I'm on a little dippy part. Hold on just a second. A little part under here that's a little bit wobbly, but let's keep going here. Okay, so do we want another one? Nah, we're gonna use the leaves to cover the rest of that up. And I didn't bring a cleanup pad with me, so let me just get rid of this. Hold on. And I'm going to put the leaf on. I'm going to use this one, this stamp, with the Coastal Cabana. Yeah, we can understand it, I know. Okay, so here we are. I am going to place this along here. You can see I'm kind of trying to cover up those edges that I caught because of, well, it's not really an edge, but it looks like an edge because it's open there. I mean, we're going to fix that, I promise. So you can kind of see that it's kind of leaving, because they're layered and they're different layers, it's leaving kind of a white area there. But we're going to fix that. We are going to fix that. I promise. That's coming up. Okay. Now, if you have a line drawing and you need to color it in, right now, like, yeah, I'm not going to lick it. I am not going to lick it. That's a big one. I would actually taste that one if I had to lick that. But I do have on sweatpants, so I could just clean it right on directly onto my sweatpants. But for right now, we'll just set them right here. Nice. You are a true stamper, Margie. You are a true stamper. Now, if it was a smaller stamp, yeah, I might lick it. But anyway, so if you have an outline stamp, you'll want to go ahead and color that in before the next thing. So press pause and color in while we go on to clue number 4. Now you're going to carefully take those 3 pieces apart. So we just put a little bit of adhesive, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. We took them apart, set them aside. They are set aside. Take the largest white stamped piece and place on the card front. You guys know where we're going with this now. Have you done this card before? Margie, you're cracking me up. Yes, you know we've all licked our stamps to clean them. Okay, so we're going to apply this, and it's just going to layer right in there. Isn't that pretty? See how that Coastal Cabana goes with that Summer Splash? It looks really nice together. Very, very close. Very close. Okay. We're zooming along with this since everybody is just watching tonight. So next, take the next size colored cardstock and layer over the white piece on card front, making sure to cover the edges where the stamped images may be missing. So what that is saying, do you guys use the Stamp and Seal? I love it. Oh, as I say that, it gives me trouble. Jeez, I do like the Stamp and Seal. Oh, and right there where our little glue was in the middle, it's stuck. Okay, now this, you're going to want to try to layer. See how we've got it? It's a little bit, but we're going to overlap that so that you can't see it. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. You're hiding that image where it was a little bit off. So you can't even see that. We made this 1/8 of an inch bigger than the next layer. So it's covering up those little mist spots on it. Isn't that cool? And I bet you guys can figure out where the rest of this is going. Place the next size of white on. So, see, this is a really neat card. As long as you have the measurements, it's really fun and easy to do. Well, now stop it. Here is, so then you kind of line this up with what you stamped before. See how it kind of lines up with what we have stamped because we stamped them together. See, the leaves just line up. Now it looks like we have another layer to go, doesn't it? And I think we do. Take the next size colored cardstock. Do the same thing. Love that. And you're going to cover up those white areas where it didn't stamp quite all the way. Isn't that neat? I love that. Now that you have the measurements, you can do this. And it makes it look like you did it all at the same time. And they're like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? That's what they're going to say. And you're going to go, it's magic. It's magic. And I cannot tell you my secrets. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that neat? It kind of looks like a window. Looks like a window, and you like cut all the different pieces out, but it wasn't that hard, was it? Okay, now we're going to stamp the greeting on the white. And I've just grabbed the happy birthday from that stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it in the freesia, I guess. Okay. And since it's small, we'll just stamp it. Whoops, I'm right on the edge here. I'm just going to stamp it right here. Ooh, I don't like that. It's hard because it's not right over the top. So there we go. And stamp greeting onto white scrap. And then we're going to probably be layering this. So I'm just going to trim this out so it's a size that's usable. If you do not have this chart, this graph that goes on your thing, it's a PDF file that my husband made for me. And if you would like it to put on your, it'll only work on the current trimmer. the trimmer that's currently in the catalog right now, it'll only work on that trimmer because it's actually like goes to the 6 1/4 or 6 1/8, and then this goes the rest of the way. So, and it's just cardstock, and I just tear and taped it onto here. So if you would like a copy, it's really nice because if it says 2 3/8, I don't have to do any counting. It tells me where 2 3/8 is. Isn't that neat? I know. But if you would like that, let me know, because it's a PDF file. You can just print it off yourself. Okay, there's my greeting. Layer greeting onto colored cardstock scrap and cut out with trimmer, puncher, die. Okay, I'm just doing my trimmer, so just gonna put it here, right there, and trim this one out. There we go. Perfect. And the trimmer is still in the new catalog too, so you'll be able to get that still. Or, yes, Stampin' Up! Trimmer cutter, whatever it's called. Okay. But you could be real fancy and use punches or dies for this too. Oh, and did it say adhere it? Did it say stick it onto? Punches? Okay, well, and stick it onto your card. Is that 11? Yep, because 12 is just embellish. So we better get this on here somehow. And I didn't want to, I kind of like how flat everything is, so I didn't use dimensionals. I just put it right here in the middle. Look at that. How pretty is that? Isn't that neat? Now, of course, you could use Stella, except Stella's on back order right now. So I'm not going to use Stella because I don't want you to be mad because you can't order it. But I am going to use some of these. Which ones should we use? I think we should use these sparkly ones. Like I said, these are kind of just out of paper pumpkins and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I didn't bring my take a pic tool. What the heck? Do I even know where my take a pic tool is? I do not. So let's just use our, oh, buddy, you wanted to stick on here so bad you jumped off on your own. But look how pretty that is. And the rule of embellishments is always an odd number. So make sure to do an odd number. And your card is done. What do you think? Doesn't that look elegant? See how that kind of looks like you caught an edge, but what's not really an edge, it's the end of the flower. So, but isn't that cool? I just love this card. I just love it. Here's the one I did earlier. It's not embellished. So let's embellish it. Let's see, should we try? Let's try, no, those are pink though. And then these are iridescent. I don't know. I just really, really like these sparkly ones. Yeah, it is pretty as is. I know. So you're going to have to try this. Send me a picture of your whatever stamp set. It's really pretty if you use like a lined one, you know, where you have to color it in. Let me see if I have the pattern. Let me see if I have the pattern and I'll show you. So I do, with the $50 purchase, you get a free tutorial. And this was one of the samples in my tutorial. And so this is what they used. So this is where I got my idea for tonight. Isn't that pretty? And she did the lined art one. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't this a cool name? Cheryl Diana Taylor. Cheryl Diana. I think that's a cool name. Anyway, Thank you, Cheryl Diana, for that wonderful idea. If you want to earn the monthly tutorial, just contact me, or if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I can send it to you free. So hopefully, if you, Margie, hopefully you've already received yours in your inbox. Even the new March one. This was actually from last month, but okay. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks, Margie. I hope you guys have fun creating this project. I would love to see samples, so you can either post them here on my Facebook page, or you can text them to me so that I can post them individually. Thanks, guys. Bye, Margie.